She give me top and I pipe down. Hey, she asked for top and I tell the whole pipe down. Bitch, give me pop like right now. Yeah, bitch, right now. I pop a Zango lights out. She give me top and I pipe down. Hey, she asked for top and I tell the whole pipe down. Bitch, give me.
What's up, guys? Record Reason coming at you with another My Hero Academia manga chapter review. And this time we have chapter 276, and this chapter is just a flat out banger, guys. This chapter is so hype, so live. Whew. Like, I don't even know what to do. Like, Horikoshi, like, I feel like I say this like all the time in my reviews. The guy is just going off, and it's like this arc, this chapter, phenomenal, bro. Phenomenal. 10 out of 10 for this chapter, easily. Just the build up, the execution, the anticipation, the cliffhanger at the end. We are here, boy. We are here. But that's enough. Let's just get right into it. So we pick up, the chapter picks up, like with the news broadcast. You know, we got helicopters flying overhead. And, you know, the news and the media, they're starting to get to the battlefield. They're talking about Kamino. They're talking about Hosu and all this other stuff. And, you know, we see All Might with little Ariel on his lap, and they're just kind of watching it all unfold from, I think they're at UA or somewhere around there. But we get to see, like, everyone's family, you know, Bakugo's mom, Shoto's sister and brother, Deku's mom. We haven't seen her in a while, so that was really cool for like a brief instance. And then we see All For One just chilling at Tartarus in his cell. All For One's coming back, and it feels like All For One's gonna be back real soon. Because honestly, the hero's not winning this. I feel like us as a community, we've all accepted at this point that the heroes just have no shot right now. As much as we hate to see it, but definitely, like, this chapter was so hyped. Like, we get Manuel, we, like, who hasn't been, like, a factor since, like, Stain. He comes in clutch at the beginning of the arc, and he starts, like using his little water manipulation. My nigga's water bending, but that's there. So he's, like, manipulating the water to keep Aizawa's eyes moist from drying out, which is super clutch. So that way Aizawa doesn't have to close his eyes, and Shigaraki doesn't get all his quirks back and starts blitzing everything. Excuse me. So Shigaraki is just like, he's trying to get to Eraserhead right now. Like, all 120% of his attention is on Eraserhead. So in that moment, we get a pretty cool, like, one of Endeavor's sidekicks named Kiddo, I think his name is. His quirk is trajectory, so if like he makes like this like rodeo type shit, and Endeavor just goes straight through it, shoots straight up to Shigaraki, and this, like, I've only heard like a couple people, and like one guy in my group chat, I forgot his name, pointed this out, that Endeavor used Prominence Burn and Hell Spider at the same time. And Shigaraki kind of like used just his raw strength. Remind you, Eraserhead is erasing All For One right now. So Shigaraki just kind of uses like a punch to like change his trajectory in midair just to move out the way. And Endeavor is kind of shook when that happens, because he's like, yo, like, that wasn't a quirk just now. That was like his just raw strength. And then we see like a little flash in Endeavor's mind back to All Might. So in Endeavor's mind, which is pretty reliable when it comes to All Might's strength, because Endeavor's been chasing All Might damn near his entire adult life. So it's like, he sees how strong Shigaraki is. Just base. No quirk enhancements, just his raw strength. And he's comparing that to All Might. So Shigaraki really is like a perfected Nomu, kind of. So that was super intense. And then like Endeavor tried to body Shigaraki, but that shit did not win. It totally backfires, and we get like this savage, just plain out, flat out disrespectful like panel of like Shigaraki standing on Endeavor with his fist up, mocking like Endeavor and All Might with the victory pose, and he was like, is it this arm or is it the other? Horikoshi is such a savage, and Shigaraki is such a troll, and I love every second of it. So Endeavor's getting washed right now, rinsed. Wash, rinse, repeat right now. And Shigaraki doesn't have a quirk. And it's just mind-boggling that Horikoshi is like doing this right now. Like, we're only 276 chapters right now, and it kind of feels like we're at the end of the series. But Endeavor is like bodied, like he's pissed, like he's like, move, and he tries the uppercut with like a flamethrower, and then Shigaraki is just trolling, just jumps out the way, and everyone's remarking how like Shigaraki's just moving like just so freely, just out there having the time of his life. Like, the heroes are actively trying to end this man, and Shigaraki's just having a blast. But then like we cut to Gran Torino and Deku and Bakugo. And Gran Torino, like, cause last chapter we saw Gran Torino swooped in and got those boys up out of there. Gran Torino's to go clutch his hero in all the heroing. But yeah, he's telling Deku, like, if Shigaraki gets one for all, that's worst case scenario. Like, bar none, that is it. Like, that is it for us. So Deku's like, damn, like, that's the worst case scenario. So Deku, I feel like in that moment felt like him getting involved isn't helping. Like, he wants to help everybody. He wants to save everybody because he's a fucking hero. But him being involved right now just isn't what's good for everyone. And then Baku goes there, and Deku and Bakugo, they're just like sidelined for it is like they don't even get to finish their conversation with Gran Torino, because Shigaraki, being the super big brain that he is, it's like last chapter we saw him combine quirks and use that radio wave quirk. Not only did he jam like the communications for the heroes, but he resurrected more Nomu. Like, he brought out more Nomu, and like everybody was shocked. Everybody was like, yo, didn't all the Nomu get killed when Shigaraki used his decay quirk? And it turns out Shigaraki's like figuring out how to manipulate the spread of the decay. So he saved those Nomu that were still, like, not all of them, because some of them, like, he still didn't have a handle on the quirk, so some of them did get erased, well, dusted. We need to figure out a term for that. But decayed. But then, like, there were still like high ends in the twos, but those didn't get tested properly. So those Nomu are stronger than the high ends we saw earlier, but they can't think for themselves. So the doctor, and this is like a fan translation term, so we'll have to see what they call them in the vids. And the doctor calls them almost Nomu, so we'll have to see the official translation for that one. But yeah, like more almost high-ends, but they're stronger, but they're not as smart. So, but either way, like, that is like big on Shigaraki's part, because Shigaraki is really fighting like 15v1 right now. No quirk, just super strength and his super mobility that he has, and he's honestly still winning. It's crazy to really just think about that for a second. Like, he bodied Endeavor. Like, if he wanted to, he could have crushed Endeavor's skull with his strength in the moment he was trolling him with the fist in the arm. But yeah, the high ends are coming in. Gran Torino is like, all the high ends are going toward Eraserhead, so everybody is just like in panic mode. Like, we have to protect Eraserhead. And Shigaraki is like, Eraserhead, like, you gotta understand, my guy. You gotta see it from my point of view. You, my friend, are a hindrance on me. Shigaraki is the greatest villain in this series, easily right now. Just the way he's having fun, just fucking with these people, and these people are fighting for their lives right now, and Shigaraki is just taking a piss, you know, he's just having fun. And he's like, oh, she's awesome. And Gran Torino tries to blitz over there to try to get back to Eraserhead and save him, and we see like a brief panel of Deku thinking to himself, like, it's the worst case scenario, it's the worst case scenario. But it starts looking like the Shigaraki, because Shigaraki's blasting toward Eraserhead right now. So you have the Nomu on the battlefield on their way to Eraserhead. Shigaraki coming straight for Eraserhead, right down the middle, about to grab him. Gran Torino and friends, all the heroes are trying to get there to intercept him. But Eraserhead sitting there like, yo, am I going to die right now? And then starts having all the flashes of his students, and he's like, no, I can't die here. Like, I have to be here for them. I have to be here till they graduate and become pro heroes. And he's like, no, Shigaraki, you're the hindrance. He reaches for the blade, and it's just like, Eraserhead, not like this. And then we get like this little panel of just like someone just taking off, and Deku blows past everybody and tackles Shigaraki, and it is crazy. Mind you, Deku blows past Gran Torino, like just blows right by him and gets Shigaraki. So I'm pretty sure a lot of you are probably thinking, well, duh, like Deku has one for all. No, Gran Torino had a pretty considerable head start, and Deku just went right by him and hit and like smacked into Shigaraki. So I think Deku, when he did that, he bursted up to 45% again, because like we get to see like the little lightning trail on his eye starts to flare up, and you know, we all know like when he's at 100%, like he has like the lightning coming off his eyes and his eyes are altered. So I think he was at 45%. Like he bursted to 45 to use the speed to get to Gran Torino. And then Bakugo is like this, this is the end of the chapter. Bakugo is like, it's our turn to save you. So next week we might be seeing Deku and Bakugo versus Shigaraki with the help of whatever heroes can get free of those Nomu that they have. But we can't forget, Horikoshi loves to like overload you with greatness and just sheer hype and make you forget about small, minute details. Giganto is still on his way with friends in tow. So we have to keep that in the back of our minds. Whatever leverage the heroes have, whatever winning it feels like they're doing right now, it's all bullshit. I'm here to tell you that, because once Giganto gets to that battlefield, it's over. Shigaraki plus Giganto, you have to almost put your entire force of heroes on one of them if you even want to quell them or slow them down. There's no way the heroes can fight both, and Deku's not at 100%, and he only has Black Whip. It's not happening. But this chapter is so awesome. We get to see just so many great moments jam-packed in. So like Horikoshi layers his writing so well, and it's just such a marvel just to sit back and take in, and just to get on here on YouTube and just talk with you guys about it. So this chapter was unbelievable for me. 10 out of 10. I'm pumped for next week. Please get in the comments and let me know what you guys think, what you guys thought about it, with your theories, your prediction, everything. And boys and girls, we hit 300 subs. We are on the road to 400 now. Our channel, it feels like it's getting a little bigger every day, and it's all thanks to you guys. You know, I started this channel a little over a year ago, and I never thought I would get to like 300 subs, get the views that I get from you guys, the support, the encouraging comments. It all means the world to me, guys. And sincerely, I appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. And as usual, I've been Reezy. You guys just got wrecked. And I'm going to catch you guys in the next one. Peace.